So the SmarkBusters actually need to wear hoodies today. What's really the difference between Saturday and Sunday? You know, it's just one fucking day. So we'll answer your goddamn stupid ass retarded questions now. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna do that. NXT TakeOver. I don't know when we're gonna get the review up for that. Maybe one of these days. Who knows, right? Who knows?
Okay, I'm ready.
Kill yourself, please.
The first two questions were asked before our rules were stated, so they get to get away with rule breaking.
This question was asked like 4 months ago.
Ninjet Enigma asks, would you rather have an orgy with wrestling forum users or with Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes?
I'm sure there's some hot females on wrestling forums, so we'll
go with that.
So,
what do you think of Peter Gilmore?
Never even saw one of his videos. I don't know what his channel is. I don't know anything about him, so I don't think anything of him.
Do you guys like Sublime and Nirvana?
No. Don't.
Chicago Wrestle Talk asks, congrats on 700 subs. Since you hit that milestone, my question for the Q&A is, what team do you think will win the World Series?
In the future, you can just leave the question part, but okay. I don't think the Yankees are gonna win. Everyone thinks, oh, it's the Dodgers season to lose, and how about those Orioles? I can't think of one pitcher on the Orioles, and the Dodgers are overrated as fuck. Magic Johnson is ruining them, because if they're not gonna win the World Series, and they just wasted like billions of dollars on a bunch of shitty players, the A's don't have a shot, because unlike what the sabermetricians say, they're really not a good baseball team. I give it to either the Angels, don't sleep on the Giants either, and what's another good national?
The Giants win every even-numbered year.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back. They might even take the West. Who knows? But I'm going to have to give it to the Angels. They're all around the best team.
Also, if you guys could recommend any non-WrestleMania pay-per-view for me to watch on the network, what would it be?
Armageddon 99 is good.
SummerSlam 2002.
The Royal Rumble where Benoit won was pretty good.
It was.
The No Way Out was good, too.
Jake Barton asks, what is your opinion of the current ISIS situation?
It's pretty bad.
They need to be killed.
Yeah, there's a really easy way to do it. Have the military roll in there and say, attention, Muslim country, this is the United States of America.
If there ever was a time to use ground troops, it's now.
We are initiating Operation Kill ISIS. If you are not a member of ISIS, please leave the community. If you are not out within 48 hours, we have to assume that you are ISIS and we were going to shoot you. If you resist, we'll shoot you twice.
Allahu Akbar.
Just murder everyone. That's the way you win. Back in WW2, when our boys were going into all those fucking places and they thought they were Nazis. You don't fight unless you fight upon. No, they were shooting everyone down there. That's why we won wars back in the day.
Anakin Skywalker asks, SmarkBusters, what's your favorite Star Wars movie and least favorite in your opinion? Mine is Empire Strikes Back for storytelling, and Revenge of the Sith least favorite is either Phantom Menace because of Jar Jar, and second place is Return of the Jedi for Ewoks. You have horrible grammar. Use the Force, asshole.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is by far the best. Attack of the Clones is by far the worst. You agree?
I don't know. Attack of the Clones or Phantom Menace. They're both pretty
Phantom Menace would have been fine if that fucking kid actor wasn't. I can deal with Jar Jar. It's Jake Lloyd. He's terrible. Yippee! Oh, I'll try spinning. That's it. Shut the fuck up. God, you want to sterilize the human race. Just because of that fucking kid.
VNB HFG asks, why do you like Reigns when he's only being pushed for being related to The Rock?
That's the worst argument
That's
ever.
not why he's being pushed.
Yeah, look at Rosie's push. He was related to The Rock. What about Rikishi? Or Umaga? Where were their huge pushes? There are other elements at play here.
Barbecue Sauce asks, who's your favorite YWC YouTuber?
Wrestling Jesus.
It has to be Wrestling Jesus. What about Charlie?
Charlie's great too. Charlie Wolfright. Genuinely entertaining guy.
Anti-CM Puke asks, how should I kill that bitch CM Puke?
Don't kill the Pukester. He's a legend.
Sink McCoy Loyal asks, are you willing to give WWE 2K15 a chance?
No.
I am, because I have a PC, and rumor has it it's going to be out on PC.
But why would you want to play as Sheamus or like
I wouldn't want to
Del
play as
Rio?
Sheamus. I have to see who they're like the unlockables are going to be.
I don't care though. Like I'd rather just create them, and here comes the pain.
BMore1255 asks, can you explain how Scott Steiner is the greatest thing to happen to wrestling?
You can do that.
If you disagree, you're fat!
You can do it.
Just watch Steiner Mania on YouTube, and then you'll see
And
why.
Steiner versus the English language.
Right. The Blue Knight 94 asks, if you guys were in a room filled with current divas, how would you rate them from 0 to 10? Like, collectively or individually?
Collectively, it's about 2.
I don't really want to go through all of them.
Yeah. All you need to know is the only ones we like are Paige and Lana.
Pretty much.
That's it. Everyone else is ugly and can go fuck themselves.
Giancarlos Vasquez Marcano asks, since WWE added more dates on Brock Lesnar's contract, how would you book him in the upcoming pay-per-views after Night of Champions? And who should the next opponent be at Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, TLC, and the rest of the year? Ideally, if they didn't piss off Batista,
Yeah, he's the obvious
he would have been the
choice.
obvious choice. But he's gone now, and rightfully so. He's pissed off at his last run, and I don't blame the guy.
Think about how epic that would be. You bring Batista back, and then he actually gives Lesnar a run for his money, but then in the end, Lesnar wins anyway, and then it's like, who the fuck can stop Lesnar? So then whoever beats him at WrestleMania is really established.
Should have been Batista. Rumor has it they're going to do Big Show again.
Oh, come on!
Oh!
Big Show after the last match they had?
We'll probably get an Orton, who I don't care about.
Orton? What, are they going to turn Lesnar face? I think
No, Orton will turn face.
He's terrible.
He's terrible face.
Terrible heel, too.
JKD asks, is the future bright for Dean, Seth, and Reigns, or will they be buried?
They'll probably be buried eventually. And if they're not going to be buried, they're just going to be ruined by having retarded gimmicks like Cesaro, but I don't want to talk about it.
Can you give me 5 reasons Stardust is over as fuck?
They can't give you one, JKD. I'm sorry. By the way, JKD's allowed to leave multiple questions because he's JKD, so fuck off.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you hate the following? Marks? On a scale from 1 to 10. Sorry, Smarks.
10.
10. Stardust,
10.
10. Dolph Ziggler, 10. Miz, 10. Cena, 10.
10.
And the Bella Twins, 10.
There
Hate
you
all
go.
of them.
There you go, JKD. Good questions.
15 Husker asks, you guys are big baseball fans. In your opinion, was the steroid era better than today's game? Absolutely.
It was more fun to watch, but, you know, it was kind of a cartoon and kind of made a mockery.
And it was
of everything.
great.
It's like, oh, this guy has 70 home. Okay, that's a little
The
dumb.
Yankees were good in the steroid
But you know what,
era.
though? Yeah, the Yankees didn't have a bunch of steroid monsters. In '98, when they won 125 games, their leader in home runs had like 24, I think?
28.
28. His number was 24. So there you go. The Yankees still won. Nowadays, they have all these big, fat power hitters, and they're one of the worst teams to watch.
Danielson is gay asks, is Danielson a card-carrying gay? I already know the answer, so this is more of a quiz than a question. Use your noodles, SmarkBusters.
Yeah, he is.
He must be.
I think he is. We only said that.
That's
for the
why
ratings.
he's so homophobic in his videos.
Yes.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yes, it is.
Kent the Gamer asks, how did you like JBL's WWE title reign?
That was great.
It was great. He was a great heel. It started off a little slow, but by the end you realized, wow, this guy is pretty fucking
If he
good.
wasn't such a great heel, John Cena would
Yeah,
not
you can
have been
thank
over.
JBL. Well, you can. You can thank JBL for John Cena.
I know we shit all over JBL a lot, but he's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers.
It's just this
He
recent
just sucks as a
Cena
commentator.
Yeah. Will Ferrell, #1, asks, who was your favorite antagonist on Dexter?
He doesn't watch Dexter. I thought Dokes was great because it was a real, like, he was really the good guy, so it was fun to see him as the bad guy. You know, like the cop trying to get Dexter, because really it was like a role reversal type deal. I don't know. Dokes was great. I thought everyone loves the Trinity Killer. And I thought, what's that guy's name? Miguel Prado was good too. Who would have thought Jimmy Smits could play such a convincing Cuban, but, you know.
Russo Swerve asks, if Kurt Angle has one last match, who would you like it to be against? Not Daniel Bryan, like
That's for
Smarks.
damn
Oh, it's a
sure.
dream match.
No, a dream for who?
Bryan and Kurt. I don't know. Before he got buried, I would have said Cesaro.
That would have been, or Swagger. They're pretty much like the same type of thing.
Yeah, that'd be kinda
So
cool.
that'd be cool.
Or another Kurt versus Brock match.
Or have him fight Rusev.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Tyshawn Zone asks, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you hate... Wait a minute.
Or JKD.
We have 2 of the same question.
Yeah. It's JKD.
Okay, I'm not answering that. The Renegades asks, do you like Bob Saget from Full House, and have you seen his stand-up?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I have no opinion of the man.
John Carlson asks, I've seen Bruce Blitz's channel trailer, and he seems like a nice guy.
Oh, no.
What is it that you don't like about him, apart from his 10-hour videos?
I'm sorry, I get deuce chills watching him. I can't take it.
He has no charisma. That's like Sami Zayn. He's a nice guy. I don't give a shit.
I'm entertaining, and I'm passionate about what I talk about. Fuck you.
That's great. There's no entertainment value. Nobody wants to watch some schmuck on YouTube talk about wrestling unless there's entertainment value.
He's the worst panel ever. It's like, oh, I got my boys Grits and Mad Genius here. It's like, can you get these jobbers out of here?
I predict in a year's time we will be more popular than Bruce Blitz.
Okay, I highly doubt that, but go ahead. Dream big.
Uzmanki Nation asks, what do you think of Will Ferrell?
I can't sit through his movies. I think he's terrible.
He's just not funny.
I think anyone can do what he does. It's not him. You know what I mean? Like, anyone can make those lame jokes and get laughs. It's not him. He has no inherent charisma.
John Carlson asks, I'm really sorry for asking another question, but I just want to know if you would play 2K15 if it had the same gameplay as Here Comes the Pain.
No, because why would I want to play a game with Sheamus, Stardust, and all these fucking people I hate when I can play a game with Lesnar, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, real wrestlers?
Sasuke Uchihala asks, Zack Ryder is the bunny guys for Adam Rose.
That's not a question. I don't know why I put that in here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And by the way, the bunny is going to turn out to be Darren Young, mark my words. Wrestling Jesus asks, question, have you ever bought some fast food after watching WJ food reviews?
No, because he makes fast food look disgusting because he just shits all over. He's like, I got the McMuffin here. The egg kind of looks like vomit.
Isaiah Frazier asks, what do you guys think about Roman Reigns being the next star and eventually challenging Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 for the title?
I think that'd be good.
I think that's obviously where they're going
That'd
with
be
this.
a lot better than Dolph Ziggler or Bryan.
Bryan versus Lesnar, that's the match you gotta wish for.
Yeah, fuck off.
The Iron Sheik asks, will you drink the cold beer with me, Bubba?
Sure.
This isn't the real Iron Sheik, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
The Iron Sheik found us and likes our videos.
WJ Fanboy asks, you guys clearly hate UTF. Are you fans of the Archfiend or PM Rants?
PM Rants can go hang himself and I'd probably smile. The Archfiend used to be great and used to have really great, compelling videos, and now he's just like a boring daily vlogger talking about football and his wedding plans. And he's like 40 and he just got married.
The Awesome Boss 3 asks, who legitimized the IC title more, Rhodes or Dolph? Good one. Jerry NS asks, if CM Punk and Obama were hanging off a cliff and you could save one of them while the other one plummeted into the ocean, who would you choose to save and why?
I'd choose Punk because he at one point made me happy and entertained me. Whereas Obama just likes ruining everything about everything. And Joe Biden would be a pretty fun president.
Dominique Barringer asks, what superstar would you rather rewrite history with? Cesaro, the Wyatt family, or Sandow?
Oh, so the Cesaro or the Wyatt family?
Yeah, I would say Cesaro because I think he has more longevity than the Wyatt family.
I don't know, the Wyatt family could have been really fucking awesome.
Dom Tess wants us to order from least to favorite. Beggar's Banquet, Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers, Exile on Main Street.
Do you want to go first, or do you not know any
I
of this?
don't know most of those.
Okay, well, my least favorite out of these, I love all of these. These are probably my 4 favorite Stones albums. It's from that golden era of 68 to 72, which is like the 5 best years in rock music, but that's besides the point. Number 4 would have to be Sticky Fingers, okay? It's got some great songs on it. It's got 2 of my favorites, Brown Sugar and Bitch. Dead Flowers is also great, but the thing about that is all of those songs are so much better when they do them live, so as an album it doesn't work as well. 3 is going to have to be Let It Bleed. I love the title track. I love Monkey Man, and You Got the Silver is one of my all-time favorite Stone songs, but I just feel that, I'm not a big fan of the biggest songs on that, Give Me Shelter and You Can't Always Get What You Want. Those songs are kind of boring to me. This is where it gets hard now because I love the next 2. Number 2 is going to have to be Beggar's Banquet. That album is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome album. I know you said you didn't like it as much because it doesn't sound Stonesy. It is such an authentic album, man. It's blues purist. Just Prodigal Son, Parachute Woman, Sympathy for the Devil's on there, and Keith plays an amazing bass line on that. But yeah, it's a great one. But
we have a lot of questions to get to.
You can't beat Exile on Main Street. Okay, Rocks Off, Torn and Frayed, Turd on the Run, which is the most sexist song ever written. Can't beat Exile on Main Street. That's number one.
Oh god, this next question from that douchebag.
Oh god.
Why do you guys say wrestling is fake when it's scripted and not fake? You have zero proof that it's fake, and Bryan, Ziggler, Punk, Sami, and Tyler Breeze are amazing wrestlers, retards. Plus, you disrespect Chris Benoit, who is an amazing wrestler, and you have zero proof he murdered his family.
I think he's joking.
I think this is a troll question.
I sure hope so.
I really hope for his sake that it is. Wow, I don't even know how to answer
Well,
that.
his name is that douchebag, so I think he knows
but to answer your question, we say wrestling is fake because it is fake.
Yeah.
SVR Story Line Vids asks, if the main event of WrestleMania 35 was Dolph Ziggler versus Adam Rose in a 60-minute Iron Man match, how would you react if that's how WrestleMania 35 is? I'm confident we would have stopped watching long before then.
Yeah.
Acne-ridden Neckbeard asks, why don't you guys get with the times and start accepting technical wrestling?
Technical.
If you guys saw Otaka versus Joe at Kurisho Ottawa 2007, you would realize how much you're missing out. If this was supposed to be a parody of a neckbeard, bravo, sir. That was brilliant.
You need to get a profile picture, though. I recommend the Rugby Rat picture.
OMG TV asks, there's only been 4 top guys in the history of the business. Hogan, Austin, Rock, and unfortunately Cena. If you ran the company, who would you make the top guy of this era?
Any of the guys in the Shield would work good.
Brock Lesnar.
He's like 90.
No, he's not. He's the same age as Cena.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wrestling Jesus 2015 asks, what are your dreams, hopes, and aspirations?
I have none. I'm not very ambitious.
Right, I just don't want to die, I guess.
I wouldn't mind dying.
Yeah. I mean, you sleep. It's like I like to sleep, so... And you don't have, and I hate, one of my least favorite parts about sleeping is having to wake up, and if you die, you don't have to wake up.
Yeah.
So maybe dying is part of my thing, I don't know. Boss-a-Man Barrage asks, who do you like more and why? Ryback or Roman Reigns? Ryback.
Ryback has this natural charisma.
He's got more charisma than Reigns, and he's more entertaining.
He does a bit more moves.
Right, and he could be funny.
Yeah.
They really fucked up with him.
You know what? Fuck that other question about who would put as the face of the company.
Ryback. What is the greatest Royal Rumble of all time?
Ooh. The one where Vince won is pretty fun.
Eh.
Any of the old ones are more fun to watch.
2000 was good. 2002 was great. And 2004. The worst Royal Rumble was the one a couple years ago where they had 40 entrants and it just drug out. It was strung out for like 3 hours.
Who won that? Del Rio?
Yeah, Del Rio. Good God. Will you guys begin to think that Roman Reigns is turning into the next Cena, booking-wise, like many people on wrestling sites? No, because Roman Reigns isn't inherently gay like John Cena is. He's not a kid's character. Cena Sucks asks, hey SmarkBusters, I have a question for your Q&A video. Great. Do you guys think Sean's view is overrated?
I don't really think anything of Sean's view. I just think he has a tiny penis that looks weird.
Kill Yourself asks, so you guys think NXT TakeOver will suck,
Yep.
but you'll watch any? And then question mark. Fucking idiots. Why don't you learn how to fucking type?
Yo, fuck any.
LC Laker asks, do you guys like Metallica?
No.
Not really, no. Steven Stevens asks, what match from New Japan Pro Wrestling, the New Beginning show in 2013, did you enjoy more? Prince Devitt versus Ryosuke Taguchi or Giant Bernard versus Strongman?
Giant Bernard versus Strongman, because they sound like big guys.
Giant Bernard is actually A-Train.
Oh, he's A-Train?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll watch that one.
Giant Bernard was in WWE in 2013.
Oh.
So I don't know what you're smoking. You obviously don't know about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
We obviously don't know either.
Bank Garmo asks, why fuck Cody Rhodes? Because he's freaking...
But we don't say that. We say fuck Cody Rhodes.
Right.
It's a different thing.
Because he's terrible.
He's awful.
By asking that question, are you implying that you don't think Cody Rhodes is terrible?
I just think he doesn't want him to get fucked, and I agree. Cody Rhodes shouldn't get fucked, but fuck him anyway.
Alright, now this question I don't think is a troll. I think it's legitimately serious. Anime Fan asks, how does liking My Little Pony make your wrestling opinion instantly invalid? Just because you like something that's very different from wrestling does not mean you don't have a valid opinion. A man watching My Little Pony has the same right to critique and like whatever he likes just like you. No, he really doesn't.
You really don't.
Because if you're a pony fucker, that means you have terrible ideas as to what wrestling should be. Pony fuckers like Tyler Breeze and Sami Zayn.
And if you're doing that, you clearly have some kind of mental handicap and are not in your right mind, and you skipped King Devil's question.
King Devil, oh, how did I miss that? Probably because I'm wearing sunglasses. King Devil asks, why do you wear sunglasses, you faggot? Because I gouged my eyes out while watching WWE.
It's true. He doesn't want to scar our fans for life.
Mark Johnson asks, what was your favorite year of Raw, ECW, and WCW?
Ooh.
Best year of Raw is 2000. ECW, like, they really weren't on TV, so they were pretty much consistent throughout their whole existence. I know they were on TV for a little while.
Oh, the sci-fi era was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And WCW was good from 97 to 98. That was their peak.
What about the Russo era?
Yeah. Sega Geek Navari asks, who is your favorite baseball player of all time?
Bernie Williams.
Derek Jeter.
Cop out.
Atlantis Darts asks, if you could replace one current WWE title with any title that WWE has ever had, what title would you bring back? I would bring back the World Tag Team titles because it's stupid that they discarded the entire 30-year lineage of it for the new belt.
I would bring back Triple H's World Heavyweight title. They just got rid of it, I know, but I want it back. My title!
Preston Helms asks, if Stone Cold returned, who would he feud with? Oh, I know Smarks want him to feud with Punk.
I'd love to see him beat the shit out of Cena.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. But Stone Cold is not going to return.
Yes. You can thank Owen Hart for that.
Portray the Villain asks, if you could choose the ability between ice and fire, which would you choose and why? What do you mean, ability?
Like, what can we shoot at people?
Is that what you mean, shooting people? Obviously, fire.
Well, I choose ice, because if you didn't want to kill someone, you know, fire pretty much will kill you, but if you just want to make someone hurt, you can ice them, and if you want to kill them, you can ice them. Ice is more versatile, you know what I mean?
I guess.
So I'll go with ice.
Chicago Wrestle Talk asks, when do you think Ambrose will come back? Night of Champions.
No, his return date was for some Raw in September. I think like the 28th or 29th.
Oh, alright. I was going to say Night of Champions, but whatever. Caro Follower asks, what do you think of Kenta?
I don't think of Kenta.
Well, his name is not Kenta anymore. It's Hideo Itami now. WWE changed his name and
they should make him
freaking out.
They should call him Hideo Nomo, just to, you know, be racist.
Kenta is a midget who kicks people.
Yes.
Perfect. And you can't understand what he says, so double perfect. Ham899 asks, where do you guys meet?
Where did we meet?
Oh, where did we meet?
We didn't.
We didn't.
We haven't met yet.
Michael Harwood, who frequents our Facebook threads, you should join us, asks, I've been waiting to ask this for months. Can Left SmarkBuster try to do Scott Steiner impression? I really can't, because the only way to impersonate Steiner is to get like the voice perfect, and I just can't do it. It sounds terrible, so I'm not even going to try.
Just say fat asses.
Fat asses! That's not good. I can't get high enough. I have balls. Steiner's balls.
His balls are gone.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and I invented the worst pickup line ever. Hey, baby, do you like Robin Williams? Because I'm well hung. Oh.
Too soon.
Rock Solid Paul White asks, do you think Danielson and Poulsen are Team Shit 2.0?
Hell yeah, they are.
Definitely. The fact that they speak to each other on the phone is just really creepy.
You know what? Fuck 2.0. They're the original Team Shit.
They're so fucking creepy. The Crippler, Chris Benoit, asks, haha, it's time to ask my SmarkBusters a question, haha.
These
you sound like a strata. Haha, everybody listen, haha.
These troll accounts are out of control.
Who is the biggest jobber in the history of wrestling? OMG, I want to know the opinion of my legendary SmarkBusters telling me who the biggest jobber was. In my opinion, it's this loser Hammond Egger, Daniel Bryan, with his weak kicks, haha, haha. He will never be as good as my darling Benoit, haha. I think the biggest jobber in the history of wrestling is Chris Benoit.
Yeah, he was a pretty big jabroni there.
Multib OX asks Q&A, does Jerry Lawler's voice remind you of a Muppet?
It reminds me of Kermit the Frog,
does. It reminds me of an old perverted Kermit the Frog. Primus versus Unicorn asks,
Oh, Polston said this is confirmed as one of our sock accounts.
will you guys review old wrestling pay-per-views from the 80s and 90s?
I don't think that would be very fun for anyone to watch. It's like, oh, we saw this match and it was great! And then we saw this match and it was great! Like, it's not going to be fun.
Geo Metalhead asks, what music do you like? Metal.
Don't like metal at all. We've been through this in other Q&As. Go check those out.
What asks, push, release, deep push. Austin, Rock, Hogan.
Okay, I guess you can...
Push, Stone Cold, release Hogan because he can't do anything, and deep push The Rock.
There you go, I agree.
Patrick Bateman, VP, asks, if Batista returns, do you agree he deserves a run with the belt? The dude worked his ass off on Raw, SmackDown, house shows, pay-per-view, and Smark's treating like shit. I'm a huge Tista fan, but I think he should say, fuck you, I'm 45, turning into a big-name Hollywood, so have a gander with those vanilla midgets and part-timer. Great grammar.
Yeah, Batista, if he does come back, should immediately get a push, but I won't blame him if he doesn't. I understand perfectly.
To quote Bray Wyatt, he's got the whole world in his hands. Harrison Payne asks, who do you think is the most underrated wrestler of all time?
Oh, that's a really hard question.
It is. Let's see.
King Kong Bundy doesn't get him. I'm serious, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
I still think Kurt Angle is underrated.
Really?
He did everything perfect. And people underrate Goldberg.
People do underrate Goldberg.
It's disgusting.
People are like, oh, Goldberg just got that push handed to him. People seem to fail, again, with like, even today with Roman Reigns, if people are vigorously cheering for you, you're not over-pushed.
I think Batista is underrated too.
Batista's my
He gets
favorite.
no credit for being a good character and a good talent. Mr. 20GF asks, who is your favorite superhero?
I'm not into superheroes. I like the Punisher because he shoots people, but his movie sucked. I guess Spider-Man, I don't know. Tobey Maguire.
Bread H. Christ asks, what's your favorite WJ video? Parodies, how-to, etc.
Okay, he does this reaction video to when the Amazing Atheist released that porno of him pouring the oil on his ass. That video is amazing.
Oh my god! The Amazing Atheist! Naked!
Yeah, he has 3 reaction videos with the Amazing Atheist banana, the Amazing Atheist hot oil, and Sean's view showing his dick are my 3 favorite WJ
I like
videos.
his unboxings too.
Those are legendary as well, yes.
For those of you that say I'm a virgin, my girlfriend bought me this toy, so I get laid and I get my wrestling toys, right? Brilliant.
Wrestling Jesus is a fucking... And the Wrestling Jesus show with that cup-face corner shit, legendary.
Matthew Huag, who so far is the only person to purchase a SmarkBusters t-shirt on Zazzle, writes, which Smark on Wrestling Forum deserves the most ridicule in your opinion?
Super Kick, otherwise known as Rhodes Fan.
The guy with the ponies.
Him too, yeah.
He had like a fucking signature of My Little Ponies German suplexing each other, and the fucking ponies had camel toes.
And like a buttocks is just shocking.
Why is this a thing? Salvador Rodriguez asks, do you guys like leeks? Leeks are like stick onions. Think hard about it.
I don't know.
Leeks are like stick onions. They have layers.
I don't know. Sorry.
Donkey. The Brand Minds asks, do you have any wrestling guilty pleasures?
Yeah, I kind of like John Morrison.
I think the guilty pleasure is that we watch wrestling.
That's a good point. I think John Morrison's a really good wrestler. He's just so gay, I really couldn't get behind him, but I thought he was such a good wrestler.
Ishmael Ghani asks, if you guys were the directors and producers of WWE, how would you make the show like what changes would make? And by changes, I mean all the changes you'd make.
That's definitely been answered before. Multiple times.
Yeah, I'd bring back blood and
Goldberg.
serious storylines and cut the kitty shit.
Bring Goldberg
And
back.
fire the Bella Twins.
Make Goldberg your champion for a year.
And have Jerry Springer do an intervention on Stephanie's tits. Because there's a problem there.
Speaking of Jerry Springer, watch his interview with Gigi Allen. It's pretty funny.
Brandon Campbell asks, would you rather have sex with AJ or cut your dick off?
Oh, I'd have sex with AJ.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm not cutting my dick off.
Jeffman103 asks, here's a question for you guys. What do you think will be better for business? Roman Reigns as champion or Dean Ambrose? That's a good question, and I'm going to say Dean Ambrose because he has a Steve Austin-like charisma to him.
And he has more smart appeal, which you really kind of need nowadays, unfortunately.
Sad that that's the truth.
Because it's like the cool thing to hate Roman Reigns, so...
The Almighty Walrus asks, when will Stardust win the WWE Championship?
Never. Jobber for life. He'll be released before the end of the year.
Rock Solid EJV420 asks, were you guys fans of WCW?
Yes.
Yes, that's what we actually started watching. Robbie Battle asks, Q&A, how did you guys manage not to fall asleep during Raw?
He did fall asleep.
I always fall asleep for the main event. Flat Earther asks, what did you think of the horrible WWE camera work of zooming in and out every move and changing angle right before every move, also shaking the camera like the cameraman is drunk? I think
it's
Kevin
terrible.
Dunn needs to die. Literally, this should be punishable by death.
Yes. You're not Paul Greengrass. You're filming a wrestling show.
Who thinks that this is a good idea? How is not seeing what's going on a good idea?
Well, it's because it's action. It's realistic. It's wrestling. Well, the Wrestling Federation. No, but you're not Christopher Nolan. You're not Paul Greengrass. You're filming a wrestling show.
Put the fucking camera on the guy. It's the truth. Deal with it. Writes, would you be Paige's manager?
I'd be here.
That's what you want
I'll be
to
here
call it?
clip manager.
That's
if you know
what
what
we're
I'm
calling
saying.
it now? Okay. Yeah, sure. You mean like pimp? Paul Starkey asks, question for the Q&A. When are you two going to start acting your age?
Tomorrow.
That depends on how old we are. Elvis Rosado asks, why do you guys feel the need to nitpick everything about WWE and ROH? Because if you were in the ring, you would probably... Oh, here, I love this. You would probably be running around like little dipshits you are. By the way, Bryan beating Lesnar is believable. But when Hogan drops a leg drop and wins the best, you call him the greatest wrestler of all time. No wonder you only have 700 subscribers. First of all, that's a lot of subscribers.
How many subs do you have?
Second of all, your grammar is terrible and I couldn't understand what you were saying about Hogan. And third of all, yeah, of course we wouldn't make it in a ring. We're not wrestlers.
Oh, but Brian traded in Randy Pouch's gym, though.
Oh, right.
So he can beat anyone.
Rock Solid Paul White asks, can you guys play Extreme Warfare Revenge? It's a wrestling booking simulator.
No.
That sounds way too complicated and boring. Ethan Daniel Donice asks, if you had Vince McMahon's job, who would you give a pink slip? You're fired to. Like everybody.
Start over.
Go away.
With a creative team. How about that?
Yeah, let's go with that. And Kevin Dunn. And his fucking daughter. Luis Lopez, SmarkBusters, your thoughts on NXT in general? The rosters, the character, the crowd, booking the whole 9 yards.
The crowd.
Let's start with the crowd. Whenever they show the crowd, it's a bunch of acne-ridden neckbeards.
I think the best of NXT is already in WWE. Like the Wyatts and the Shield.
There's nothing down there that excites me.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the Ascension were okay, but I forgot everything about them after having seen them like twice. So I guess they weren't as good as I thought, because they're not memorable at all.
It's really overrated by the Smarks with their NXT chance.
NXT.
It's the next ECW.
It's not. It's the minor leagues.
I give Triple H credit for trying, and I'm sure someday it'll be a success, but right now, these indie midgets are not what we're looking for.
Yeah, try signing an actual fucking wrestler who looks like he can beat the shit out of someone.
Sean Paul Smilly asks, Q&A, would you rather drink Ziggler's knob juice or wear a pro-Obama shirt for the rest of your vid?
Yeah, I'd wear a pro-Obama shirt.
Did we say no lose-lose questions?
Unless they were kind of clever.
That's really not clever.
Yeah. Sorry.
Austin Lucas asks, hey, I'm Austin. How y'all doing?
Okay.
What's y'all's favorite animal? I like guinea pigs, but I guess I'm just kind of different like that. Y'all two funny little guys, so I'm guessing y'all probably like turtles since they're funny little things too. Is my prediction right?
No.
Much love from Austin.
I'm a fan of the mountain goat, personally. They're amazing creatures.
And I like capybaras.
Squirrels are good too. You can't go wrong.
Kangaroos hop around, keep things in their pouch, and punch people.
But no, you can't go wrong with a mountain goat or like a squirrel, you know? Squirrels are amazing.
Lawndale Lion asks, here's a Q&A question.
Oh, here it is.
Which era do you think was better, Hulkamania or the Attitude Era?
The Attitude era. Come on. Come on!
First of all, there was no like real TV show in the Hulkamania era, except for Wrestling Challenge.
What about Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling Connection, the cartoon show?
Okand asks, okay, scenario, you both win the lottery and you end up with $1 million each, so that's $2 million combined. Here's the question. You can either buy everything you ever wanted or pay John Cena to retire. Which option do you prefer?
Buy everything I ever wanted. I don't care about wrestling.
Wrestling is not that important. My God.
Why would John Cena accept $2 million when he makes
really.
more than that?
The guy's fucking loaded. What? Shamal Colin 27 asks, what do you think of Roman Reigns' future?
He'll probably
He'll
win a belt.
win the belt, and Smarks will ruin his career by hijacking every single match and booing him.
Yeah.
Because that's what Smarks do.
I feel sorry for him.
Matthew 2001 Wrestling asks, why did you guys name your channel the SmarkBusters?
Because we bust smarks, and it was a better name than Wrestling Talkers.
WWE fan LOL asks, what type of wrestling political party are you guys into? Smarkocratic, Attitude Public, Ruthless Liberal, or PG Conservative?
Why are the conservatives PG? If anything, the conservatives would be Attitude.
I guess I'm the Attitude one. Dumb
Bad
Beetle
question.
asks, why does Jerry Lawler drink Diet Dew, parentheses cancer juice, eat junk food, fast food chocolate, and still work at the WWE? Because they're fucking Doc Samson.
They want him to die for the ratings.
Life.
They want
Doc Samson should have just let him die that night. They're gonna be the hero and save him.
They want him to die for the ratings. Just ask Danielson. He knows all about it.
Right. Pingus asked, will there be a Keep 'Em or Dump 'Em 2, WWE 2014 year in review, WWE 2015 preview, commentary parodies, and more Let's Plays?
Okay, we're trying to get more commentaries done. We were going to put them on like Daily Motion.
Can't
or
put them on
something.
YouTube right
Can't
now.
put them on YouTube. Keep 'Em or Dump 'Em would pretty much just be the same thing as the last one because we don't have that many new wrestlers. Yeah, we'll do more video game things one of these days. We'll probably do a year in review and a year preview, so sure.
Manuel Mania asks, what did you guys think about Ox Baxter and the Heart Punches back then in the 70s? Something around, did the Heart Punch really kill a few wrestlers?
I thought the Heart Punch was just like a gimmick move. It was like, Heart Punch! Oh, he's out! Like, I didn't think it was really killing people.
Jerry Lawler blamed Ziggler for causing his cardiac arrest.
Well, because he elbow dropped him 35 times, but we're talking about one fake punch.
YWE Network asks, question, in an old Q&A, someone asked if you would have Paul Heyman as head of creative, and you said YHH. I'm assuming you meant to type yes. My question is, would you still have him as head creative, knowing his top guy would probably be CM Punk?
His top guy wouldn't be Punk, because Punk wouldn't come back.
And if
because
it was, he would book him better.
Yeah.
I trust Paul Heyman.
He wouldn't make him say, I'm going to break your face.
Lucius68 asks, what is it about Ambrose that makes him your favorite wrestler out of the current roster?
Because he's the only one...
I never said he was my
Well,
favorite.
he's mine, but he's the only one who has a great character and great wrestling. As
He's a
opposed to
badass.
just one or the other.
He doesn't come to the ring looking effeminate like a fucking homo.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
And as far as new themes go, his is okay. He's the total package. And he's pretty big, too.
Enter the Arenos asks, what did you think was the worst promo in wrestling history? This is General Jerry, by the way.
Okay, any of those Big Show Stone Cold
They were
promos.
horrible. When he was crying about his house.
Pretty much any time Daniel Bryan had a microphone. That last John Cena promo from last week was fucking terrible. Did I already mention the I'm Gonna Break Your Face promos? Any of those. Yeah, I can't just pick one, though. The Star Wars promo is a good go-to answer, though.
Jay Rich asks, your thoughts on CM Punk coming back to the WWE, making one of the best comebacks in wrestling
First of all, it'd be a shitty comeback. Second of all, it's never going to happen. Moving on.
Dave Heitman asks, Q&A, how many impressions of wrestlers' voices can you do? Your impressions of Triple H, JBL, Heyman, Vince, and Austin are great. I can kind of do Armando Estrada.
I can only do JBL.
Escúchame! Everybody listen! Haha! To me! I have for you the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga! And I can kind of do Randy Savage, yeah, oh yeah, the steel cage goes all around, yeah. I think that the spotlight should go to me, because I am... That's not that good, I can't do it.
Yeah, you got to get more phlegm.
Yeah, I can't do Randy Savage, so
Who
forget I
else?
tried
You
that.
do...
Who else?
Have you ever done Undertaker in one of our videos? Because you do good Undertaker.
Rest in peace. Talking like The Undertaker is as simple as talking with a deep voice.
Yeah, I think I gave you most of my good ones.
Just before we go to the next one, just do some Taz.
No doubt about it, Cole, love SmarkBusters or Rocket Buster. Good night, Irene. What is the, Deshaun Jackson, 87 asks, what is the best steel cage match you've ever seen?
I'm not a big fan of steel cage matches.
Yeah, they're kind of like, I can't see what's happening and nothing, I don't know, I'm just not a fan. I've never really seen a good cage match.
Everything, Hell in the Cell is just way better than steel cage, but, you know, whatever.
Badass McMillan asks, what did you, I know the best cage match, Bonesaw McGraw versus the Human Spider.
There you go. This guy's on top of everything.
Badass McMillan asks, what did you think about Taker's biker gimmick?
Oh, I hated
That was
it.
so bad.
It's just,
Boy, you're in my yard.
Especially because it was coming off of probably his coolest gimmick ever, the Lord of Darkness gimmick. That was fucking awesome. And then he leaves and comes back as a fucking biker, and he stayed like that for years. Ah!
Mr. Rash asks, your favorite video games?
Knights of the Old Republic is my favorite.
The original Ghost Recon.
There you go.
It's a classic. Evolved Cockroach asks, what is your opinion on cockroaches taking over the world?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, why not? John, the fact that guy made that account just to ask that. John Johnson asks, would you rather be on your back in the school gymnasium whilst Paige grinds her pussy in your face in front of a watching, lustful, and jealous audience, or be woken up by Trish Stratus spitting on your cock, preparing herself to give you the greatest titty wank imaginable, whilst you wonder how she got in your house?
Okay, the thing about the Trish Stratus titty wank is her tits aren't like, squishy. They're hard because they're filled with silicone. So I don't know if that titty wank would really be pleasurable. It might hurt. It might just be crushing your shaft. I'd rather have Paige rub her pussy all over my face. How about you?
In front of an audience?
I can live with that.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Trish.
But the hard tits? Alright.
It's not that hard. X-Kid Warrior X asks, is Matt Stryker the worst commentator of all time?
Okay, I actually thought his commentary was pretty good.
I can't. It's Michael Cole.
No, he was a lot better than Michael Cole.
No, Michael Cole's the worst.
Oh, Michael Cole's the worst. Okay, I thought you were saying he was.
I just hear him. I hear him talking, and I want to strangle him.
And the thing about Cole is it's not like this isn't a new thing. He's never been good. Go back to the Attitude Era. Stone Cold. What's Stone Cold doing?
Stone Cold attacking a corporation. King. Look, looks like Stone Cold's got a beer truck there, King.
No, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold's got a beer truck, King.
And
look, King. Oh, I bet he's mad now, King.
Undertaker's hanging the big boss man, and we go, oh, is it symbolic? Is it symbolic? It's a white noose. Is it symbolic, John?
He's terrible. Julius Bingsley asks, are you a fan of The Authority?
No, not remote. I'm a fan of
I'm
a fan of the idea of The Authority. Yeah. Triple H leading an evil stable, but it's just so lame.
Creme the Alistair asks, what are your thoughts on the 90s classic Boy Meets World, and who are your favorite characters?
What? I have no idea.
I don't watch Boy Meets World.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't watch Boy Meets World. Jiggity Jack asks,
Legend. The legend himself.
Do you think the enhancement talent of the past in some ways were better than the enhancement talent of today? Back in the day, a guy like Dean Malenko knew his role and would do the opening match of the show, have his entrance cut out, and he wouldn't be bitching about it in shoot interviews or on the internet. Now you get guys like Ziggler that think they should get the heavyweight title, despite the fact that stuff like Mean Street Posse and what's that? Kain Tai?
That was Taka and Funaki.
Oh, got a better reaction than he ever did. Long story short, do you think the enhancement talent needs to be put back in their place? Yeah, they need to be butt-fucked by Vince.
Well said. Beautifully stated. You're a legend.
JKD is back again, and he asks, do you hate people who obsess over the 90s and how they put down people who were not born in that decade?
Yeah. Plus what?
Do you think they are retards or assholes?
I do. I think they're both, because I hate these fucking retards. Oh, I'm a 90s kid. Everything was better in the 90s. What's so great about the 90s? Oh, the Nickelodeon cartoon shows. What, that's it? That's all you like? Fuck you. What's great about the 90s? Okay, the Yankees, yes, they were fantastic, but other than that, I don't miss fuck all about the 90s.
Well, wrestling was better.
Okay, there you go.
Wrestling Reviews asks, SmackDown or NXT?
SmackDown.
SmackDown, but I don't watch either.
SmackDown only because it used to be good, pretty much.
Josh Williams asks, would you rather star in Backdoor to China Part 2 and get Goldberg, Austin, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan to come back to wrestle for 10 years, or fuck the Funkadactyls and Nightfart and get Randy Savage, Eddie Guerrero, Ultimate Warrior, and Perfect to come back to life for 10 years?
That is such a hard question.
Oh, but they're only going to come back to life for 10 years and then they're going to die again? So you're going to have them die twice?
But I don't want to get fucked by China, though. I don't want to get fucked by China.
She would break you.
Yeah, I'm copping out. I can't answer that.
I can't answer that. Mandarin Uchina fan asks, if you found out Bryan, Cody Rhodes, Ziggler, and there were atheists, would you become Christians?
I'm already a Christian. What the fuck?
Lewis asks, hey guys, who's your favorite video game mascot? Thanks for answering.
Do you mean character or like what's a video game mascot?
Mascot. I like Sam Fisher.
Yeah,
Before they changed his voice.
I think McTavish from Call of Duty is
God
pretty
damn
cool.
it, Fisher, the mission's over.
I think Darth Revan's pretty cool.
God damn it, Fisher, the mission's over. Get out of there.
Michael Ironside is the worst actor ever.
Would you be in a threesome with Tori Wilson and Stardust? Fuck no.
No.
Would Tori's hotness force you to overcome your Stardust hatred? Or does your hatred for Cody run so deep that you would go, I don't want to be naked near Cody Rhodes.
You know, I'll say yes to that, and then when Cody Rhodes comes over for the threesome, I'll just stab him in the throat and fuck Tori.
I will chokeslam your wife, asks, question, it's midnight, you're camping in the woods, you lost your map, you have no objects to defend yourselves with, and suddenly a wild Stardust is spotted behind the trees. What you gonna do? You're gonna hide your ass because he's raping them too.
Yeah, you're gonna prepare your anus.
Hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your husbands because he's raping them too.
They raping everybody up in here! No, but I would prepare my anus because I know what I'm about to get.
Right. Sean Walker asks, what is the future for Orton? I don't know, for some reason I feel there's not much in the tank for him.
Yep.
I mean, after this Reigns rivalry is finished, what next? You know what's next? He's going to be around for the next 10 years, clogging up the screen. Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
And it's very sad because he's
Because Vince
terrible.
has a big hard-on for him.
Randy Orton has a big hard-on too, but I don't know who it's for. He just has it. It's just there. But he's terrible. Please leave.
He's not going to leave. He's young. He's not even, I think he's not even, he's like in his he's younger than Cena. He just turned 30.
It's not fair. He's terrible.
Let me think. He was 24.
It's not fair, man.
He's 34 years old. He's got like another decade.
God, maybe he'll get hit by a car.
Vortex Spin asks, howdy SmarkBusters, considering how WWE are suckers for mainstream publicity, do you think WWE completely missed the boat by catering to smarks who just want to yell yes, watching Bryan do flips and shit instead of Batista, who now doesn't need WWE anymore and has a huge Hollywood offers on the table, while Bryan couldn't even manage to get the role of the GOAT in the upcoming Mel Gibson revenge sequel, Passion of the Christ's GOAT, despite his smarks claiming Deeper Eyes is over as Austin and The Rock.
They need to make that movie.
So yes, they missed the boat catering to smarks. You should never cater to smarks because any day now the smarks are liable to decide they don't like wrestling anymore and they'll go to the next thing and ruin that.
Yes.
You should always look out for your base.
Yeah. I really want them to make that movie.
New Age Hippie NL asks, what do you think about Giant Gonzalez? Should he have won a world title?
He couldn't move.
He
couldn't move.
Bruce Blitz likes dicks asks,
he does, by the
do
way.
you think Michael Cole would walk into the men's bathroom with 10 bottles of lube and shout in Michael Cole's voice, it's a party?
Yeah, he'd do that.
Yeah, he would do that.
Oh, that's a great question.
WW Folk asks, favorite Del Rio match?
I can't remember a single Del Rio match.
I know, the one where he went into the match as a face and Ziggler went in as a heel, and then Del Rio turned heel and just kicked Ziggler in the head like a dozen times and took the belt from him. Smarks everywhere screamed at that, so I thought that was my favorite one.
You know you suck when you can't remember a single match with a guy. I didn't remember that match happened until you brought it up.
Amory316 asks, what if Sami Zayn debuts on the main roster on the Raw after WrestleMania and beats Brock Lesnar for the world title? Clean. I would stop watching wrestling at that point.
Don't say that because it's pretty probable.
Metalhead asks, I heard the Left Buster do great Taker impersonations.
Hey.
Will the Left Buster cut a Taker promo
Did,
on
right?
Man Cave Danielson's pube beard right now?
Oh. He shaved his pube beard, though. Have you seen his latest video?
Many pewbeards have attempted to lay siege to my kingdom, but none as homoerotic as that of Danielson.
Oh god, I can't do it, I'm sorry. Not right now, I have an allergy. Michael Miguel asks, SmarkBusters, Chucks or PF Flyers?
I have no idea what you're talking
What
about.
are you talking about? What's a
I'll go with Chucks. I don't know.
IL10000 asks, how do you feel about other famous YouTubers such as Smosh, Nigga Higga, 4ACTube, etc.?
They all suck. Those fucking channels with the colorful thumbnails.
Shane
Fuck off.
Dawson.
They're all garbage.
Adam Sanford asks, are you going to do a SmarkBuster 1 year anniversary special video? That's a good idea. Maybe we should. We'll do like a compilation of our greatest moments.
Yeah. But going back to the big YouTuber channel, Hickok45 has over 1 million subscribers, and we're both subscribed to him, so we like Hickok45.
I just made this account to ask the SmarkBusters a question for their 5th Q&A. Asks,
JKD.
which wrestler improved the most over the course of his career? Sucked at first, then became good.
Oh.
Candice Michelle.
Candice Michelle's fucking hot.
She botched walking, and then she was great. I don't know. Most people, Undertaker got better in ring as his career went on. He used to just walk around like Frankenstein.
Shawn Michaels used to be a complete fucking fag, and then he became really good. So,
the official penis observers. What are your thoughts on the wrestling gurus, Mitch Smith and Jared Trover?
Everyone asked about the wrestling gurus. I don't know who these people are. Okay, I don't know. Stop asking.
Maggle, what's going?
Oh my God. People are making accounts just to ask questions.
Diet Do asks, have you ever had neighbors complain if you're yelling?
No, we haven't.
No.
We live in the woods.
Vent Razor asks our final question. Do you think drawing power in wrestling can differ from company to company? To explain what I mean... Oh God, this is really long. He pretty much says that Flair was good in WCW... Samoa and Sting suck in TNA, and Sting in WCW. Yeah, it has to do with the company. Nobody gives a shit about TNA, if that's what you're asking. If this is a TNA question, yeah, Sting and Kurt Angle...
But if Bobby Roode came to WWE, he wouldn't sell shit. Who the fuck cares about Bobby Roode?
It's a combination of the promotion and the wrestling.
No, here's the thing. Anything that has to do with TNA will never sell no matter what, period, end of story. If someone goes to TNA, no one's going to watch. If someone comes from TNA to WWE, no one's going to know who the fuck he is because no one was watching. So, TNA's a fail.
So that's our 5th Q&A. Went a lot easier than the last ones because we made rules this time.
Did those really affect it, though? Because people still left lose questions. And people made accounts just to ask multiple questions.
That's alright. This wasn't as bad. I feel like it wasn't as bad.
Okay.
So, thank you. Raw review up tomorrow. Probably won't do another Q&A. You want to push it off to 1,000 subscribers?
Sure.
Alright.
When we get our
1,000 subscribers
special,
we will do our next Q&A.
It's
a long way away, so you got to spread the word about us.
When do we review TakeOver?
Sometime this week, we'll try to review it. Maybe we won't review it. We'll just talk about how much NXT is overrated and how Smarks flail their dicks at it, not knowing what they're watching. Alright? So, till next time, fuck Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, do that.